Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. This is not clickbait. We actually got some NBA 2K22 news last night. You guys know, like once a year, randomly in the middle of the night, Mike Wang will just start tweeting and replying to everyone's questions. Well, that was last night, and I know y'all been getting clickbaited for like the past couple weeks with NBA 2K22 news, but this is actually legit, so I'm not going to waste any time. All I ask is that you please drop me a like, one, for not wasting your time, but two, it's literally 5 o'clock in the morning as I'm recording this, so I'd appreciate if y'all could drop a like and get this to like, let's say 20,000 likes. I appreciate it. Let's get right into what is going on. Okay, so yesterday an episode of 2K TV dropped, and they were talking about a few little 2K22 details, and one thing Mike Wang said in the episode was that animations were not going to all be released at the beginning of the year. Some of them were going to be released seasonally as the year went on to keep the game fresh. And he went on Twitter and put this tweet out to clarify what he meant. Mike Wang said, "New seasonal animation content drops are for my players only, not NBA players. The goal is to keep the game fresh all year long and encourage players to use signature moves that they otherwise may not have. Don't worry, there will be a ton of variety to choose from at launch." So basically what they're saying is, in an effort to keep the game fresh all year long, they're going to release new, I'm assuming, dribble moves, maybe dunk packages, jump shots, stuff like that throughout the year so that people will want to try out the new animations and people don't play the same way the whole year. So that tweet started off, then people of course were commenting on that, and this opened Pandora's box. Now Mike Wang is responding to everyone's questions, and here's where we really start to get good information. So started off with a little joke. Twitch Cam said Curry Slide is seasonal content ? Laughed my ass off. The whole 2K guard community will be in shambles. Mike Wang said maybe I shouldn't release it at all. Now I'm sure Curry Slide is going to be in the game, but funny little joke, and who knows when they will put it into the game. Bucks asked the question that everyone's been asking, where's the gameplay though? Mike Wang said lots of info will be hitting soon, so maybe that means we're getting a trailer soon, or at least we'll get to see a couple clips of some gameplay. That would be nice. But back to the original topic about the seasonal animations and stuff like that. iMag Xbox said, will you only be able to purchase them during the duration of that season? Mike responded and said some content will be season exclusives, but the actual on-court gameplay, sig, shots, and moves will stay in the game once they're dropped. Meaning once they come out, it's not like you have to rush and purchase them during that season. They'll stay in the game and be available for purchase for the rest of the year. On the same topic, Tio tweeted at Mike and said, Mike, if I get a good jump shot and you take it away from me in a new season, I won't be happy. Mike said shots won't be taken away, only added. This kind of piggybacks off of the last one, basically saying they're not going to remove content from purchase. You're still going to be able to get it even after the season's over. Now we actually start to get into some gameplay tweets. So Backhand said, how has shooting changed exactly this year? Mike said, hard to explain in a tweet. Main change is a much larger weighting towards coverage. Aiming is gone. I explain more in the upcoming courtside report in a couple weeks. Shooting is more predictable this year. I'm pretty confident the community will like it. So it looks like they're putting a lot more emphasis on actually getting open and taking quality shots. But as always, we have to see how it's executed. It always comes down to the execution. Next up, Friendly Gecko said, is steady shooter gone, Mike? Please say yes. And he has a picture of him greening basically a heavily contested shot on 2 defenders. Mike Wang said yes. So apparently we're getting different badges. Some badges are gone. One of them is steady shooter. Ace Ice then asked, can we dribble after a step back using square again? Mike said no, but you can if you trigger the shot with the pro stick. So if you guys remember in 2K21 current gen, if you did a hop jumper, you couldn't dribble afterwards. You would pick up your dribble. In 2K20, if you did a hop jumper, you could shoot it or you can continue dribbling. Basically, Mike, it sounds like he's saying if you do the hop jumper with the right stick, you'll still be able to dribble. But if you do the hop jumper with square, it stops your dribble completely. A lot of people are going to like this because they have a pet peeve about this, but Tez said, and can you please let us stay 99 after all the hard work we put in? Instead of losing our 99 stats if we lose a game, some of us don't have squads and play with randoms. Mike said you won't lose 99 this year, meaning once you hit 99, your player's maxed out, you stay there. No more of the fluctuating overall. I know a lot of people had a pet peeve about that. People were dashboarding out of private pro-am games so they didn't lose their overall, etc, etc. Apparently 2K22, we don't have to worry about that. Next, T-Bone asked, will animation/sigs be limited per position? For example, will we see power forward and center able to curry slide and other animations if their playmaking is high? Or will certain animations be locked to certain positions? Mike said we're gating more animations based on size and ability this year. I don't know exactly what he means by that. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see or wait for more info. But anyways, Stay Dangerous said, what's most important is using the controller. Will the muscle memory of dribbling be the same, or will we have to learn how to dribble again? Mike said dribbling is probably closer to 20 than 21 control-wise. An example, holding the pro stick always shoots like 20, but there are new moves / combos you're going to want to learn. Continuing with more gameplay questions, Jojo asks, will you need a high three-pointer to shoot because it was hard to shoot with an 80 three-pointer? Mike said you don't have to have as high as last year to be a perimeter shooting threat, if you have good timing at least. So we might be going back to more like 2K20 days with the dribbling and now the shooting, where it kind of opens things up in terms of what builds will be effective. Now, we already talked about the fluctuating 99 thing, but again, Perp Brain asks, if you unlock animations at 99, you don't lose them anymore if you drop to 95. Just copy it how badges do it. People just quit games if they know they'll lose. Mike said overalls won't drop this year. I don't know how that guy typed that message because that just gave me a headache. Let's keep going. JWP said, hey Mike, is real player percentage still in the game? Mike Wang said yes. Okay, that was a small one, but this one is massive, okay? So pay attention to this one. Nebsfool asked, at Baluba, I would pay thousands of dollars to know if you remove vibration from 22 or not. Can't have Zen made bozos like how 21 had 90% of the year. Mike said the vibration shot queue is gone. Now, I don't know exactly how Zen's worked, but I know vibration was a big thing and shot aiming and all of that. So I'm assuming by getting rid of the vibration, that is going to have a big impact on if Zen's work or not. And I'm assuming it's a good thing that there's no shot queue on the vibration, because that's going to basically eliminate Zens. I'm not really sure how it works, but hopefully there's no Zens in 22. Okay, now we're starting to get into the next gen versus current gen questions, and he actually answered a few, okay? So, Browwiddy or something like that asked, Abaluba, how different is current gen from next gen? Mike said current and next gen are much more similar on court this year compared to last. Now, what exactly does he mean by that? I mean, is he saying like the gameplay is going to be much more similar, or is he saying the gameplay is going to be much more similar from next gen to current gen? Because I mean, this year on 21, current gen gameplay and next gen gameplay were like completely different. So if that's what he means and they're actually closer in terms of the gameplay, that's going to be an interesting thing for people when they're deciding if they're going to play next gen or current gen. Another next gen versus current gen question. Joe Ross said, will both next gen and current gen consoles receive the new animations and SIGs, or will one get some exclusive to its generation? Mike said the plan is to release the same SIG animations on both gens, which that is also pretty interesting, because if the last tweet about how they're similar on court, if that means the gameplay's similar and then they're releasing the same stuff for next gen and current gen, is it really going to come down to just like where your friends are playing, or if you prefer the city versus the cruise ship? Or is there more to it that, you know, it's just tweets? We can't really, you know, get all the information. We kind of have to try to read into it a little bit, and that's what I'm doing here as I talk to you. But it's kind of interesting to think about. Is it really, if they're that similar, is it really just going to come down to people picking their preference? The last tweet we got from Mike Wang was in response to Drive Paint, who said, does no shot meter still give you a boost to your shot percentage in 2K22? Which Mike Wang said yes. So that still gives you, playing with no meter, still going to be the way to go. So that was all the news we got from Mike Wang on Twitter. He stopped replying after, I think he did for about an hour. He was responding to people and whatnot. And then, you know, he probably went to sleep or whatever the case may be. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I mean, it's nice to actually at least get some insight as to what's going on. And he did say that there will be a lot more dropping in the next couple of weeks in terms of gameplay and stuff like that, because I think at this point that's what everyone wants to see. We want to see what do the games look like. Hopefully we get a trailer or at least some clips or just something in terms of gameplay within the next couple days, hopefully, but it sounds like it's going to be within the next couple weeks is the safe bet. I mean, the game comes out in like less than 3 weeks, so they got, in my opinion, they got to hurry up and get this out there, because we are dying to see it, man. But hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. I tried to get right into the news and not waste your time. If he ends up tweeting more, of course, you guys know I got you. Just make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for me. On our way to 1 million subscribers. Whether you guys plan on playing NBA 2K22 current gen or NBA 2K22 next gen, you guys know I'm dropping all the best builds, all the NBA player builds, all the meta builds, Everything you can need for NBA 2K22 you will find on this channel. So if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you have a great day. I'm out. Peace.